Good morning. Thank you so much to David, Reese, Bryson, Joshua, Audrey, and Dewey for helping us solve our baking problem that we ran into this weekend. So now I'm gonna post the solution and what you could have done. Remember that I show you one or two ways that you could find an answer, but in math, there are so many ways to get to the same answer. So if your work or your problem solving doesn't match mine exactly, it's okay, as long as it made sense to you. So in our problem, we had 2 whole cups of vegetable oil. You know I like my pictures, so I'm gonna start with 2 wholes. And the only reason I'm doing them long like this is because I can divide them easily, almost like a number line, and it just makes it easier for me. You could do a square, a short rectangle, whatever you want, okay? I don't recommend circles. Now, we knew that there were 2 whole cups of vegetable oil, okay? And we knew that the brownie recipe we were using, we only needed 1/3 of a cup. So far, I've done no math. I've only taken the information I had in the problem and pulled it out and written it on my paper. Remember, sometimes that's all you need to do to just get your brain started. It will help make sense of the problem, okay? Now, if I know that I have 2 whole cups and each brownie batch uses 1/3 of a cup, the question wants to know how many batches could we make? So let's just think about this problem before we start doing any math. If I know that I have 2 whole cups of vegetable oil and each batch only uses 1/3 of a cup, am I going to be able to make more than 2 batches of brownies or less than 2 batches of brownies? That's right. I'm going to be able to make more than 2. So I know that whatever my answer is should be greater than 2 because 1/3 is less than 1. And that shows me that I can make more than 2 cups. All right, now let's actually do some math because I haven't done any really math yet. Just thinking about my problem. 2 whole cups are going to be poured into 1/3 cup servings. So I'm going to pour 1/3 of a cup here and 1/3 of a cup here and 1/3 of a cup here and 1/3 of a cup here as many times as I can. What am I doing? I'm dividing, remember? Divide, 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 okay? So I have 2 whole cups divided into what serving size? 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm ready to just go ahead and divide like normal. My whole number is always floating over that 1. Whenever I divide fractions, I want to keep, change, flip, right? So I will keep my 2/1. I will change my division symbol to a multiplication symbol. And I will flip 1/3 so that the 3 is on top. Okay, and then all I have to do is multiply. Numerator times numerator, 2 times 3 is 6. Denominator times denominator, 1 times 1 is 1. 6/1, or a more common way of writing it would just be 6. So now I know that my answer is that I can make 6 batches of brownies. Now, before I move on and I send Miss Hayes my answer or I click submit on a test, I obviously want to make sure my answer makes sense, right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to check. Is my answer more than 2 like I said it was? Yes. Remember with division, I can go backwards and I can just multiply. If I'm telling you that I can make 6 batches of brownies using 1/3 of a cup in each batch, I'm just going to do the opposite of division, which is multiply, to check my work. And it should equal right back here to my number 2. Let's see if it does. This is always my favorite part because then it's like the moment of truth, right? 6 is the whole number. It goes over 1. 6 times 1 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. I have an improper fraction. How do I fix an improper fraction? Well, fraction bar tells me I need to divide, divide, divide. 6 divided by 3 would give me 2. So it matches up to my 2. Thank goodness. And I know that I can make 6 batches of brownies. Rest assured, Olivia and I did not make 6 batches of brownies. We made 1 and they were delicious.